So if you're looking for a market in BetAngel, you may do something like this. File, select. We'll look at tennis because we've got the Australian Open on at the moment. So we find the Australian Open, and then we find the men's tournament, or the women's tournament. If we wanted to do that, we can look at the fourth round matches. We can look at Radvanska, and then we can go to match odds. Hey presto, we're finally there. That's a really inefficient way of doing it. There's a much quicker way. That's what I'm going to show you in this video.
Click here to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get instant notification of new videos as they're released.
So yeah, it's okay to use the market selection tree to find the match that you're looking for, but there's a much quicker way. If you go to search, you'll see that we have pre-populated things like tennis and match odds. That will bring up all of the tennis matches and the match odds markets. You'll see Radvanska at the top here. But there is actually a much quicker way of doing that. If I just clear this to show you the much quicker way of doing this, it's possible to go in and actually type in specifically what you're looking for. So if we type in match odds and tennis, you've seen that already. That brings up a list of those individual matches. But what we can actually do is we can type and women's. That will bring up just the women's matches. But we could also limit it to a geography. So for example, and Australia, because obviously Australian Open is mentioned within the name of this particular market. So that will limit matches just to Australia. But you could also go even further and say and fourth round, and you can see bingo, there are the fourth round matches that we have coming up on the Australian Open. So it's a much quicker way of finding the matches that you're specifically looking for. Now that's if you want to find one individual market. If you use Guardian, you can actually bring up all of these markets in one go and jump to them and analyze them a little bit quicker. So let's do that as well. So we're in Guardian, and there are a number of ways of bringing up matches within Guardian, but Guardian's designed so that you can view all of them in one go and analyze and look at detail within them. But again, we can go to the search area and we can type in the same command here. So if we type in tennis and match odds, that will bring up all of the matches. You can see there are a stupendous amount of them. So we'll limit those to Australia. There we go. And we'll limit those to fourth round. There are all the fourth round matches. You can see down there. But you can see we've got men's in there as well. So if we do and women's, then you can see it limits us to just the women's matches as we saw before. Now if I right click on the tennis bar here, you can see I can do select all, and then if I right click again and add selections to Guardian, then all of those markets will appear in Guardian. We've got it on a 1 second refresh, so it's going do at the moment. If you want to speed that up, it's perfectly possible to do that, and it will cycle through all of those. But what you can see now are all of the fourth round matches that are listed on Betfair for the fourth round of the Australian Open. Now some of these matches taking place tomorrow, and some of the markets for later parts of the tournament may not have been created yet, but basically if you go in and start a session, this is how you would do it. And you can see here we could sort by volume if we wanted to, so we can see that this match has got no volume at the moment, but the Azarenka match has got some volume. And what we could do it by start time, so we can see that Benik v Sharapova starts at midnight, and so on and so forth. So you can see there all of the individual start times listed that we see available from here. So yeah, you can do this on any sport, but the only reason I'm highlighting this on tennis is obviously because of the Australian Open. This would just show you a quick way of bringing up the matches that are of most interest to you.
If you're interested in learning more about BetAngel, its tools and the opportunities they present, then why not visit betangel.com today and download a free trial.